Okay, welcome in, you guys. Pluto retrograde in Aquarius happened yesterday, May 4th. All right, I believe it went retrograde at about 11:54 a.m., something like that. All right. Um, 1 second. It's currently right now at 3 degrees and 49 minutes of Aquarius. So we're still in the Sabian symbol from the 3rd to the 4th degree, and where it speaks about spiritual focus. All right. This is the connection of therapy. It says when we practice our magical capacities in service, spectacular results are possible. This is a symbol of the development of self to a very high level, so that by appropriately asserting our participation at the correct point, we make a particularly effective and beautiful impression upon the world. A Hindu healer is typically hugely dedicated to the perfection, not only of their skills and knowledge, but also their personal disciplines of spiritual practice. Generally speaking, intense personal self-discipline creates the power to shift realities. Through this, they achieve a magical ordering of a whole course of events which follow their involvement during a transitional phase of any occurrence, which we can do this too. All of our understandings and talents are essentially eternal and cosmic in their reach and significance. They can be brought to tangible achievements here and now in the world of form by dramatizing them. In other words, acting as though they were here, present, and expecting the results. When we practice such magical capacities in service of others, a therapeutic relationship is struck where spectacular results are possible. Those we encounter are healed in mind and body, and at such times there is a marriage between, what's this? Consummated. It is the ultimate union that between the ideal and the real, spirit and matter, heaven and earth. It takes exemplary personal skills to find the highest potentials within ourselves so that we can see the highest in another. By doing so, we bring potentials to their supreme completion simply because they are recognized. It goes without saying that the power to practice magic and healing is forfeited should a person employ their psychological insights and high spiritual station to impress or to intrude upon the free will of another. Ooh, that's deep. Essentially, despite the pleasing resonance in the world of form, this is a transcendental mystery. The path of healing is best walked by one with no attachment to outcomes. Both the healer and the client are better served by this more humble approach. All right, so that's the Sabian symbol for the 4th degree is a Hindu healer. And again, it speaks about the spiritual focus, the pleasures, rewards, and disciplines of civilization that rob us of our most precious ability to tune into the spiritual realms. Okay, welcome in, Carolyn, sweetie. How are you today? It says, long ago, our species lost its balance and set up a pattern of distortion in thinking and behavior that has prevented us from finding the highest degree of group consciousness. That has brought emotional and physical disorder to most people across the planet, yet certain people have kept alive the practices from ancient times and are able and in fact duty bound to offer healing to those that are ready to receive it. Okay, interesting. I feel like a heavy pressure on my heart chakra right now. Okay. If you guys hear in the background some weird noise, they're working on the house across the street and it looks like they're sawing some shit over there. I don't know. It's currently about to be 1 p.m. right now, and here we are on May the 5th. We are at planetary hour of Mercury, and we'll be here till about 2:08 p.m. So we just stepped in a minute ago, which is great. All right, so let's talk about it. Mercury currently right now is in the sign of Aries, Pluto in Aquarius. Obviously, there's a sextile there. All right, but this is going to be in focus of Pluto going retrograde. All right, so in transit, let me just take a look, get you guys some information on this. What's happening here? Where is... All right, so the Pluto retrograde phase, its pre-shadow period started on January 10th of 2025. All right, it actually went retrograde here at 3rd degree on May 4th, which was yesterday at 7 a.m. And then it looks like Pluto will go direct by October the 13th of 2025, and its post-shadow period will be up until February 4th of 2026. All right, so Pluto, it is the planet of destruction, okay? It is where we are meant to transform, all right, different areas in our life. And where it's taking place right now, obviously, is going to be at the 3rd to the 4th degree of Aquarius. Heavy spiritual focus, all right? I don't have any moderators in here, but we're not going to focus on the chat today, all right, because Jazz is well focused. I'm going to pull from the Kipper deck here, see what's going on in the energy, what's to come, what's to expect. Is there anything that we need to focus on? I have Wisdom of the Oracle out here. I have the Light Seers deck out here, as well as Psychic Tarot. Okay. All right, so we got the Lovers coming out. All right, depending on where your Pluto transit is taking place here, it might be affecting the energy of your love life. It may be affecting the decisions that you make. All right. Lovers and Coffin. There could be a breakup that takes place during this transit. Like a huge breakup. That's what it feels like. Coffin is like, it's done. It's dead. Okay. Welcome in, Tiff. Distant horizons. This is all coming up in the near future. So we have to understand that Pluto is a planet that takes, what, 20-something years or so for it to move into the following sign. Just depends on what sign it's in, obviously. All right, it was in Capricorn, I want to say, for about 17, 18 years. And this transit here with Pluto and Aquarius, it will be here up until, I think it's 2043. Okay, stepped in 2024. We did experience the Pluto enter Aquarius, retrograde back to Capricorn, enter Aquarius again. And now it's retrograding in the sign of Aquarius, okay? So, from the 1st to the 4th degree and where we are right now with the Sabian symbols, it's been all about balance, all right? So the first Sabian symbol, it spoke about an Adobe mission and how we had to focus on lasting values. An unexpected thunderstorm was the second Sabian symbol about how life is ephemeral. All right, a deserter from the Navy, how to refuse to accept the unacceptable. Obviously, we know Aquariuses are the rebels of the zodiac. All right, and here we are right now with a heavy spiritual focus. Okay, so it says building survival structures within our group, both physical and institutional, provides a measure of stability, and yet submission to unforeseen and uncontrollable forces is always eventually a predictable requirement. As much as is the refusal to comply with inappropriate authority, there are necessary lessons with healing ourselves of distortions of light, and where we are leading towards a wise and balanced reconciliation of idealism and pragmatism. So that would be the 5th degree of Aquarius, where we're not going to see probably until about 2026. Okay. All right, so we got Lovers, Coffin, and in the near future with the distant horizon. So there's a major ending here to a specific relationship, okay, during this transit. And we have High Honor. So it looks like with this transition that's taking place here, this transformation, looks like you're going through some sort of like epiphany. And for whatever reason, you become promoted on the other side of this, okay? Mature man. It could be a spiritual thing. All right. Let's get into the Wisdom of the Oracle here. You're at your very best with something. You're not afraid to take action. I see poised in the yang as I split the deck. Anything with Pluto's energy is going to be inevitable, to be honest. Because again, Pluto's the planet of destruction. Anything that is not built on a firm foundation will be taken down. All right? And it looks like it has to do with your love life. Okay. Go the distance. So this is you going the long haul. And what I got from that was, once again, this is not a short journey for a lot of people. Pluto will go through Aquarius for the next 22 years. It's a long time. I mean, not 22 years. What did I say? 2043, and we're in 2025. Yeah, it's gonna be a while. Okay, it's gonna be a long time. All right, so this is about you going the long haul, making it to the finish line, accepting the transformation for what it is. All right, and allowing the things that transform in your life to happen, because that's meant to align you all right, with your path for the near future. Aquarius's energy is the future. We are in the age of Aquarius right now. All right, so as I was speaking about earlier, Aquarius has to do with the 11th house energy. It has to do with groups of people where you're networking, where you are meant to build, all right, with those that are very much humanitarians, all right. They are not afraid to express discontent with authority. So things that are built on false foundations could definitely be where the Aquariuses are not afraid to make change, okay. Again, this all has to do with right now, the 1st to the 5th degree, bringing in balance. All right, heavy balance. Idealization from the 6th to the 10th degree. So Aquariuses are very idealistic, unique, original. Okay, they do things in such a eccentric way. Okay, so it's gonna be a major change here. Going the distance and time to go. It feels like your destiny's calling, and it looks like it's far ahead in the future, but it's about you not giving up, making it to the finish line. Okay, I see numbers 47 and 45. I don't know if these are going to be the ages that you are, all right, when this all takes place. I see number 15, 19, 36, 25, as well as number 5. Okay, and we've got yang energy here again. Okay, down at the bottom of the deck is time for a nap. There's going to be a period in where you're going to have to do some sort of reflection work, is what I feel this is. All right, you have to be able to understand what's going to be changing about yourself, what's transforming in your life, and how it's affecting you and who you're connected to in love. Because wherever your spiritual focus is, this is the reason why you're being led that way, all right, in the near future. Heavy on the spiritual focus. Show me go the distance. Base chakra and passion ignited. All right, so the base chakra has all to do with your home, your stability, your family, your foundation, your career, all right, your resources, your possessions, however you want to look at that. It's technically earth energy, all right. Let's see what's going the distance. The waiting game, 2 of Wands energy, Mars and Aries. Yeah, that's a very quick moving, fast moving energy. Mars is at its domicile in Aries. So there's a sense of needing to plant your seeds and allow that to grow. The epiphany of the hourglass, or the epitome of the hourglass, is going to be a transformation. All right, so wherever you've planted your seeds and where that on the other side is going to grow. All right, so once again, the epitome of the hourglass has a lot to do with the transformation. And I'm seeing this here. There's certain transits that have to align in order for the transformation to take place. That's what I feel this is. All right, so in order for this one line to come in alignment with the others, all right, things have to shift. Let's see. Time to go. You could be going through hardship right now. I just saw material and spiritual and material changes in your life at this time. 5 of Pentacle energy. So this is going to be like major changes that you probably weren't aware of or ready for. Okay. Well, it's time to go. Thank you. Yeah, you're supposed to be accelerating very, very, very quickly. Okay. There's something here about the stars. Again, I feel like there's a specific transit that's meant to come into alignment. Here's the 2 of Wands. Here we have the 8 of Wands. This is the energy of Mercury in Sagittarius. All right, so Mercury being at its detriment in Sagittarius, meaning the communication that's coming is coming from abroad. It feels like more of a spiritual type of energy. Sagittarius, to be exact, with this 8 of Wands energy. All right, so you're going to be accelerating very quickly once you choose to step away from something that no longer serves you, which Lovers and Coffin would be the ending of a specific relationship that is no longer leading you onto your path, because in the near future you become elevated as this high honorable person connected to the mature man. For me, I would feel like that's in connection to God. Okay, let's take a look at Yang. This is going to be a long time coming here. Okay, show me Yang. Sacrifice. It's going to be a sacrifice. Yeah, for sure. All right, something's going to require your complete devotion. All right, you're going to have to sacrifice a lot of things I'm hearing a crow in the background, so there could be heavy spiritual messages coming through. All right, there's something here that you're meant to understand that's crazy. And so I was about to say understand, and the crown chakra here on this magician card is being illuminated. Okay, so it has all to do with what it is that you're meant to understand at the crown chakra. Deception and envy is here, and the throat chakra. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to either disagree with what it is that you have to say about what it is that you understand. Why? Because Aquarius's energy, again, they're unique, they're original. A lot of people don't understand the things that Aquariuses understand. It would be more so like a scientific type of thing, if you understand what I'm trying to say. But you're speaking your truth. Pluto energy on the truth card. Okay, 1:11 on the clock, by the way, you guys, as I look up. Interesting. Let's see what this whole deception and throat chakra is all about, being that you are aware of this. So at this time, you could be dealing with a lot of jealousy, envy. You could be dealing with a lot of hatred, all right? There could be a lot of slander about, you know, just your character, who you are as a person, your public image, your reputation. It's going to be a lot of things that are on the line right now as you focus on manifesting, okay? I'm feeling like a heavy Mercurian energy here. So Mercury and Aquarius, if you think of it, even though this transit is not happening right now, normally in tarot it would be seen as like the Six of Wands, and it would be like you're moving forward, all right, with some sort of communication that's going to lead you into the future, okay? Maybe there's some sort of deception in connection to that. There's the Eight of Wands again. So you're accelerating very, very, very quickly, all right? Maybe it's the way that you understand something, okay? Once again, I'm getting like crown chakra energy there. From the throat to the crown, these are all upper chakras. So your vision is expanding, the way that you understand something. You're not afraid to speak your truth, okay? It has a lot to do with accelerating very quickly. All right, Ace of Cups is here. All right, so the way that you're able to open up your heart space and show and or express your emotions could be of significance. The Knight of Swords, it's just this very like, you're a very quick-witted person, okay? You have a lot of love to give. I feel like you're not afraid of doing for others as well. The Three of Pentacles, like you're not afraid to go and collaborate and help other people out. You're a humanitarian, okay? Once again. Let's see. The way that you are going to be expressing love, I feel it has to be somewhat super passionate about something here, okay? The Hangman. Kind of out here again with the Sacrifice card. All right, so in order for you to accelerate very, very quickly with what you're super passionate about, you're going to have to sacrifice a lot of things, okay? You're going to have to gain perspective about why you were placed in a specific position and where you accelerate very quickly in connection to your transformation, because you're meant to go the distance. I feel like you're going to be very important to the future, if you understand what I mean. All right. What else do I need to see here? The Eight of Pentacles is about what you do for work. Okay? Maybe what work looks like in the near future will be different. I don't know. I seen 1:13 on the clock. I was being drawn to a Capricorn energy. So I don't know if things are going to look a lot different from when Pluto was in Capricorn to where it's going to be now in Aquarius. Okay? In connection to work, to career. Capricorn is career. All right, it's bringing me out the Lovers again. Okay. For whatever reason, I'm being drawn to say that you're going to gain perspective about what work looks like in the near future and how that connects you to the person that you are in love with, because the Lovers is ending here, so that in the near future, you're put into a position of high honor with a mature man. There's something here about a great age difference person being coming in your life. Like important, that person in your life. In connection to what you do for work. Like the love that you have for what you do for work could be of significance. The Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, as well as the Nine of Cups. There's someone from the past that's going to be very significant overall to your abundance, to your stability. This person is a wish fulfillment for you. Do you know who this person is? It could be someone, I'm feeling like great age difference. You're detached from this person. Five of Swords. Maybe that's giving you something where you feel like you have to win at all. Aquarius, this is your energy overall, okay? And so is the Seven of Swords with deception and envy. In tarot, this is Aquarius's energy. There's something that you communicate about, all right? And where either these are deceptive eyes on you, envious eyes on you because of how you're transforming and what you are aware of, okay? And because you seem to be so kind and diligent and relaxed in your energy, very grounded, the past person is like, has a lot to do with that. So this wish fulfillment, for whatever reason, and whoever's trying to come in between you and your person seems to be the one starting the gossip. I don't understand what this is saying, but we're going to figure it out. Someone that you ended it with. 10 of Swords. It's over. 5 to the 10 of Swords. That's communication overall. Could be a Gemini from the past. I don't know. Okay. I see the Magician here. Gemini energy as well. Okay. So you could be, yeah. And the Lovers. Gemini energy. There's something about, okay. So here's the thing, right? When you see that Uranus, your ruling planet, has been in the sign of Taurus for the past 7 to 8 years. When it steps in July on the 7th, that's weird because I'm seeing like 7-7. July the 7th, Uranus is going to enter Gemini. I don't know why Spirit is telling me and why that has anything to do with you, but Pluto destructing who you are and what the future is going to look like. Your ruling planet, which is Uranus, becoming into your sister or brother sign, however you want to say it, could have something to do with the way that you speak, communicate, or how things are going to be shifting for you for the near future. All right. And again, I believe Uranus stays in the one sign for about 7 to 8 years, if I'm not mistaken. All right. This is also about you not being afraid of leaving your past person because there's something that you gain perspective about. And again, what you do for work. Let me just get one on time for a nap. I'm not sure what that is. What's time for a nap? The 7 of Cups. Things that may have been kept secret from others. 9 of Swords. Mars and Gemini. And where if you are the one that isn't afraid of making a decision or speaking about something that seems to be uncomfortable. I don't know. Yeah, in order to bring like balance or justice to a situation. Somebody may have been falsely accused of something, okay? Somebody could have been dealing with some sort of, not just deception, but lies, all right? Things that were meant to be kept hidden or like an illusion to others and where it may have been causing some sort of fear or anxiety or worries. It's like the need to bring balance in so that there's a reflection period. Something about passion and the emotional state changing what the future looks like. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. 1 second. Show me the throat chakra. What is your job here in speaking about anything having to do with this transit? What's your job here with the throat chakra? 10 of Pentacles. To bring something like long-term stability, to bring something to the ending of a cycle. I'm seeing 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. All right. Speaking about, I don't know if this happens to be like workplace and having to do with like those that have been burdened. 10 of Wands. Something about like family legacies and how if it's not feeling like it's something traditional and it feels burdened, speaking up on that, something about it. Show me deception and envy. This is interesting. The Chariot. So because you chose to go down the right path, there could be deceptive eyes on you because you're going to be successful at what you do or what you speak about. It's a spiritual thing. Notice all the purple in there. It's like kind of giving me what you understand about spirituality. Your beliefs, your philosophy in life, something about it. Somebody doesn't like that you are bringing, I guess, massive changes in because you are aware of what's to come in the near future. Or, yeah, maybe you already had saw, okay, what was coming to an end, whether that was having to do with work, with families, with, you know, businesses. Even 10 of Pentacles could be the money, the 10 of Wands, and the ending of something super passionate. I feel like you're carrying the heaviest burden of them all. Okay, being that Uranus, your ruling planet, is in the sign of Taurus, I'm being attracted to the bull here. It's at its fall right now in the sign of Taurus. Taurus has all to do with your stability, your resources, your family. You know what I'm saying? Your creativity, the way that, I don't know, it just has all to do with like your possession, something about it. Show me awareness. You're aware about this, like your crown chakra is completely illuminated. You've been awakened to it because of the sacrifices that you've made, and where spirit was telling you, listen, it's time to go, leave this behind, leave that behind, leave this behind. All right. And maybe as you were like trying to take a step back, take a nap, it's like you were able to see past the secrets, past the illusions, past all of the heartache and the sorrow and the loss and the, you know, depression and anxiety and worries, and just kind of bringing things back into balance. Has a heavy connection to do with the past and how you've matured. All right, what seems to be the wish fulfillment moving forward, and how all of the gossip was meant to end anyway. 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. There's a lot of 10s out here, you guys. Heavy completion. Show me awareness. The 2 of Pentacles. You see that something was being controlled here. Okay. Yeah. It's almost like someone wanted to control the energy of you understanding your own intuition and what the stars were trying to tell you. I feel like something here has to do with the stars. All right, because I'm feeling like drawn to the stars on this card. I'm being drawn to like certain transits and alignments happening here on the waiting game. Like, you know, you were meant to go the distance with something. It's not something that's going to happen immediately. Just depends on where your Pluto, you know, transit is overall in your chart and how it's going to be affecting you. But for whatever reason, it could be ending your love life. You could be having heavy burdens in specific areas, you know what I mean, that are meant to end so that you can focus on specific work. What else do I need to see here? Show me high honor. What's high honor in the near future with this mature man energy up here? Show me high honor. The strength card could be a Leo. Your courage, your loyalty, your determination, all right? Your bravery. Something about it changes. Leo's energy is your opposing sign. All right, so because you're very brave and going through these specific transitions in your life, it looks like you come out on the other side super strong, okay? King of Cups, like spiritually strong is what I'm feeling. Because Saturn is also your ruling planet, and then it's in the sign of Pisces. So you're becoming more structured and disciplined and authoritative in connection to your beliefs, something like that. Or these are the seeds that you've already planted and what's going to be happening here. Show me the mature man energy. Interesting. That's what I feel this is. I feel like you have a heavy connection with like higher power. You want to call him God, the mature man, something. You know what I mean? The 8 of Cups, Saturn and Pisces. I can't make that shit up. Others that may have been emotionally withdrawn from spirituality, I'm seeing 1, 2, 3 on the clocks. You're taking steps forward, okay, in order to bring people back to the energy and the love of God. Things that are accelerating very quickly, and how much you've sacrificed or how he has sacrificed for us. Something like that, okay? Whew, it's crazy. So Aquarius is, if you have a sun, moon, and or rising, all right, the Saturn and Pisces is happening in the 2nd house. It has to do with your spiritual values. That's what this is. All right. Yeah, I feel like you're transitioning. You're moving on to the next phase here. Mercury and Aquarius energy with the 6 of Swords. There's like light at the end of the tunnel. Something about it. I feel like you actually built upon your own specific community of people, which is amazing, right? Because it's coming through as the Tower, completely unexpected. The Page of Pentacles, maybe you learned some sort of new skill, the 4 of Wands, and you built a community around this that has uplifted the energy of the passion that we have for God. And this, again, you're very unique, so maybe you did it in a very unexpected way. I'm feeling like, yeah. See what I'm saying? There's a heavy spiritual focus here with the Judgment, ascending to one's truth. Here we have the Nine of Wands. This is like remaining optimistic about the future and how to be connected heavily to your spirituality. This is Sagittarius' energy here. Okay. It's like understanding your boundaries overall with certain things that may affect the connection that you have to higher power. The Star card, there you are. So again, higher power, I feel like it's outside of, that's crazy. It's something outside of this world, if you understand what I mean. Here's the World card, but these are the stars. This is kind of what I'm, if you guys see what I'm trying to say, right? You see this energy out here? You are directly connected to the stars. And it was just a waiting game for you to be able to come into alignment with how you were going to transform within. All right. And you are going to accelerate at a very fast pace. You being here on Earth and being connected to the stars in whatever way. It could be that a lot of you are astrologers. You're going to be able to align with what's coming up in the near future. Something about that. Okay. Like you're here to change the world. Something about it. That's crazy. Two of Wands again. I told you I was being attracted to that. The Two of Wands. Okay. The Empress. It's like you're going to birth a whole brand new world or something. I'm trying to tell you. Look at the world right there. It's like you are meant to come in and birth a brand new world. Okay. Okay. Ooh. It's almost like, oh, Spirit said put that down. Okay. It's almost like you came, look at the angels, the angel wings on her. It's almost like you came in as an earth angel to change the dynamic of what the world looks like. And because you are aware of that, a lot of people are probably like, who the hell does she or he think they are? You know what I mean? Because of the knowledge that you have or what was given to you spiritually. All right, so this is going to be ending a lot of what you known that was like normal from the past. Your lovers, it's ending. All right, in the near future, you become very honorable. You may not see it now because this transit is going to take a very long time to take place, okay? Very long time. So we got heavy fixed energy here for you. I see Taurus, Scorpio. I see your energy overall. Leo's here. Gemini is here. As well as Pisces, okay? As your ruling planets, both Uranus and Saturn are both in the signs of Pisces and Taurus. All right, which earth and water, they're a sextile, so they work harmoniously together. Saturn and Uranus, even though at the fall and Saturn just bringing in a sense of restriction and discipline in the emotional state, has all to do with making lots of quick changes through chaos, okay? Feels that way. If there's love involved in your life right now, you're going to have to go into hermit mode and understand why you got to let this person go. Because that has to end. You're not understanding it now, but you will in the near future. In order for you to make progress, you got to let this person go. You love this person, all right? But when you go within, you have to understand why this person is no longer good for your transformation. Okay? You have to be able to sacrifice and release this person here. Again, I feel like there's some, you're specifically, well, I feel so emotional right now. I don't know why. The Three of Wands, in order for you to make the amount of progress that's necessary here, you are required to have so much concentration at this time. All right. And to others, it almost feels like you're being either they look at you as being deceptive or you have to learn how to strategize with how to protect your energy because of what you know and how passionate you are about it. All right, Seven of Swords, again, deception and envy energy. Here's Mars and Leo, current transit. All right, so anytime the moon is in Aquarius, Seven of Swords, opposing the energy of Mars and Leo, that's going to bring some sort of confrontation. And if you look at it, here goes air and fire. This has to do with what you know and how passionate you are about it. Every single time it comes around. So with Mars being the ruling planet of Scorpio's energy of transformation, Pluto being the ruling planet of Scorpio's energy in Aquarius, in opposition, you have a Mars and Leo of Pluto and Aquarius, that transit has already taken place. So what did that bring in for you guys? I think we did a reading on that. You guys can look it up. All right. It might have been like at the beginning of May. Give me 1 second. Beginning of May, maybe like in April, something like that. Can't give you an exact date right now, but I know it was fairly close to like the ending of April. So whatever it's like requiring your heavy focus right now is because the planet of Mars wants action. Go, 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 go. Pluto wants to bring and destruct down. Okay? Whatever you're going through right now, whatever sorrow, loss, mental entrapment, it has a lot to do with your spiritual business. You got to work through this. So no wonder it's given like therapy. Hold on a second. When we practice our magical capacities in service to others, spectacular results are possible. All right, so this is the magician. You have a specific magic that you are aware of, and it's in the way that you communicate, okay? You're in service to others in the world because you're supposed to build a community. That's your job. Groups of people, community. You're supposed to network. Your spiritual strength is at an all-time high right now, is what I feel. And the endurance behind the way that you utilize the knowledge that was given to you is going to ascend the collective very quickly. Rather, other people may have not been able to do so. Okay, like your intellect is on point. Like your intuition is on point, okay? So the Queen of Cups to the Emperor just shows me that you're getting ready to elevate and start a spiritual business. You have a lot of power spiritually right now. Okay. Interesting. I mean, you're not going to see it coming. You're not going to see it coming. Because you're still sitting in this energy of, I feel defeated. I feel that I need to hold my boundary up. I'm still going over this energy of loss, or I regret things from the past, or I can't seem to overcome this mental entrapment. But you're not understanding that this is where you were supposed to be, or you're heading to. Okay? It feels tough. I'm going to be honest, it feels tough. It feels very tough. Because you're not understanding why things are happening. You can't see it yet. I think I posted something in the community board. You guys can go check that out. But whatever was taken from you will be given back. All right? Whatever was taken from you will be given back. I'm feeling like the Six of Pentacles energy there. All right, you guys. That was pretty darn deep. Pretty deep. Major endings. But things are going to accelerate so quickly. What you do for work, you're going to love it. It has to be connected to your passion too. All right. Yeah, you have to. Oh, yeah, that totally makes sense. So this would be like Pluto and Aquarius' energy. Here's Aquarius, trapped in fear. Pluto, Spirit wants to destruct that within you. All right. You're not meant to be trapped in fear at all. Wow, I seen a bird go like this straight up. It's because it's going to block the things that you need to understand at the crown chakra. You cannot be trapped in fear. Not in your heart, not in the way that you speak, not in the way that you see things or even understand them at the crown chakra. You're not meant to be in fear at all. Okay? That makes sense. This is your energy here. Moving on from feeling the energy of conflict and or feeling defeated. Okay? Yeah. You're going to learn how to stand your ground, and you're going to choose the light. You may not even know who you're going up against, to be honest, because it feels like an entity or something. All right. Whatever seems to be carrying the fear, you're not meant to have fear in your fucking heart at all. From anybody or anything. Okay. It's interesting. I'm gonna pull a couple more here. Let's see what we get. See what we get. Anything else in alignment with this transit that we need to know about? Okay. Pluto Aquarius retrograde. Pluto Aquarius retrograde. Your blessings are on the way. Okay. That's crazy. I don't know. I feel like I've always said Pluto is, since it has a lot to do with the underworld, it has to do with all of the treasures, all right, that are hidden in connection to one's abundance. Okay, so maybe your blessings have been taken from you as things have been destructed, and it's time for you to start receiving your blessings. All right, so just breathe. Find time to like meditate and contemplate on what you expect the future to look like for you. I see lots of like prayer. Okay. I see lots of prayer. Yeah, no place like home. So maybe this is what's happening right now. All right. What seems like home for you, what seems natural, it's almost out of this world. You know how they say like Aquariuses are like the aliens of the zodiac? Notice how this house is hanging in like the sky. Okay. That's crazy. It's almost like home for you is in the stars, if you understand what I'm trying to say. You're about to get a leg up here, and it could be from an elder, okay? If you are new to this and you need to transition your life for whatever way, all right, a leg up is on its way. Yeah. Like your blessings are coming. Just breathe. There's no place like home. That's awesome. All right. Let's see what it says. You may feel imprisoned right now. You may not feel like you're in your comfort. You may not feel that you're able to express yourself in the way that you want to. Toil and labor. All right. Because of what you do for work, maybe you feel like an eyeball out. Okay. Courthouse. You may feel imprisoned if you're dealing with a court issue in connection to what you do for work. Okay, you want to be seen. Official person and child. You're going through a legal case. It could involve children here. Okay, if you have children, yeah, it's because of what you do for work. It's I don't know, part of your career, or the child card could just mean like new beginning, being an official person in what you do in your career. All right, so maybe you're dealing with a sense of imprisonment because of what you do for work, and you having to go through this court case issue, whatever this is, in order for you to elevate to the next stage. Again, you need some sort of leg up here. Okay. Let's see what this is about. What is going on? I feel like my hair is all over. Yeah, it is. Okay. I haven't been able to read the comments, but I will once the reading is almost over, you guys. Where are we at right now? Yeah, 44:14 is what I just saw on the phone. 44:14. Ooh. Okay. Oh. The Tower. Shit, this is completely unexpected. Are you going to prison or something, or you feel that way? Interesting. The Tower. The Lovers. For those that have their love life ending, this was completely unexpected to you, because you could have been with this person for a very long time. The Tower, the Lovers, and the Chariot. Wow. If you thought something was set in stone, that shit is not. In the workplace, if it has anything to do with the media, you're going to be shocked with the way that this is going to bring in so much abundance for you. I feel like because it has a lot to do with like technology, you are of, yeah, Knight of Wands. That's crazy. Something's going to accelerate very quickly. You might be shocked in the way that I'm feeling Gemini energy. It could be communication, what you do for work. If it has any involvement in the media, how something's going to like blow up. You may have been feeling like imprisoned in what you do for work, but this court issue, once it's over and you become this official person with a new beginning in your occupation, this is the reason why you're getting high honor in the near future. Something about that. Like your blessings are coming. Just breathe. There's no place like home. Like just kind of chill out. You're going to get a leg up here. Okay. Look at that. The Star card in the Wheel of Fortune. It's not happening now, but it will in the future. See what I'm saying? Because it already came through. In the near future, you become high honor. That's what it said. You have to connect to you. There's no place like home. That's crazy. Look at this. You understand what I'm saying, right? Like you're outside in the air. You're up in the stars. You're out of this world. You understand? I'm feeling it here too. You don't belong here. Your home is up there. She's standing on a damn Wheel of Fortune and she's above the clouds. You're past cloud fucking 9. Okay. Really? Okay. The connection that you have to the universe is like insane. Something having to do with the elements too. Okay. Something having to do with the elements here. Being drawn to that. Show me official person in courthouse. Official person in courthouse. The Sun. You're going to win this. That's what I'm feeling. This is what's transforming your life. That's crazy. 6 of Wands. This is what's transforming your life. If you had something happening, all right, that was in connection to some sort of like, let's just say it was an injustice. And because of what you understand and what you know puts you on a whole nother level where they cannot get to you. It only uplifts you and it puts you not only in the spotlight, but you get some sort of victory and success with this as well. Look at all this fixed energy that came out in majors next to the damn Wheel of Fortune. You're kidding me, right? It has to do with your transformation. And your ascension, your awakening. That's crazy. Crazy. All right, you guys. Let me get into 2 more cards and we're out of here. The 2 of Wands. This is in the near future, okay? Please don't have fear when your ruling planet steps into the sign of Gemini, because it's going to be a heavy mental thing. I'm seeing the 9 and the 10 of Swords. This is Mars and Gemini, which we clearly had this back in like 2023, 2024, something like that. Mars and Gemini. Mars already went through Cancer. It retrograded. Now it's in Leo. Mars and Gemini may have started up this energy of feeling like mental entrapment, okay? Imprisonment is what I'm getting. This is what I feel. Like some sort of mental imprisonment in connection to what you do for work. You're not supposed to have fear in your heart, though, if you understand what I'm saying. All right? This court issue, you're dealing with authority figures. You are someone that is willing to express discontent with authority. Okay? You're not afraid to do so. So your new beginning in your occupation, once again, is going to lead you in this connection in the near future of being high honor. There's something about, I don't know if you guys remember back when COVID took place, how they were starting to allow people to work from home. That's what I just got. Working from home could be of significance. And notice that the wealthy man is right here in despair, which is leading those that have been taking from us and the amount of work that we do we're going to end up gaining abundance back towards us and leaving the wealthy man in despair. You understand what I'm trying to say? Technology, when you can do something from home with the internet, this puts you on a whole nother level of being able to receive, instead of you having to go work for the next person and making them fucking rich. You understand what I'm trying to say? There's something about that here. Like, you are like no place like home. You are connected to the stars. You understand the transits, how everything works. All right? Don't allow, yeah, this is, I'm telling you, brand new, this is Uranus's energy. Your brand new beginning starts when it steps into Gemini, in the sign of air, okay? And where it connects you to be in communication, to socialize, to do things in the media, to put yourself out there, all right? There's something going to change magically. It feels that way, all right? And although this is just a 20-year transit, we do have other planets that are taking place that are changing. Saturn in Aries, Neptune in Aries, all right? Jupiter heading into Cancer in its exaltation. We have, who else? Uranus stepping into Gemini, all right? And Pluto now being in Aquarius. These are major transits that are going to change a lot of different things. So whatever your blessings are, just breathe, contemplate, do a lot of prayer. There's no place like home. The leg up is coming. I just want to pull up on the leg up. Who's this coming in with? And I feel like it has to do with your therapy. Whoever is the elder here, that's helping you overcome whatever this conflict is, your challenges. That's what I feel. All right. Whatever the challenges are here. Let me get one more. That Saturn and Leo energy, that's your opposing energy. All right. So you could be dealing with some sort of, I don't know, I'm feeling like competition in your energy. The Eight of Wands and how you're accelerating so fast. The moon was on the bottom there. Subconsciously, you may not understand how this is all happening, all right? There seems to be some sort of conflict there, or just those competing on how you understand your intuition. Something like that. Praying and meditating a lot lately with Chosen Divine. Interesting. There it is. Yeah, I'm kind of getting like there's no place like home. All right. You're going to learn what that is. Page of Pentacles, because you're going to find that specific skill that's needed. Yes, it has to do with how you are connected to your subconscious state as well as your conscious state, if you understand what I mean. All right. You see it? That's what I feel. No place like home. All right. I love you guys. I'm leaving the reading there. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.